sweet blessings from the airwaves, guiding all through endless days. And our brothers speaking right her words, a shining light, tuning in each day, darling.
Well, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where we inspire, we encourage, and we empower you to live a healthy and blessed lifestyle. As you can see, I am on my phone. I had a little technical difficulty with my desktop. It didn't want to StreamYard did not want to come on it, so I had to get on here. So I am going to be doing things a little bit differently this evening. But we are talking about faith. This is the first of the series in faith, and I just, devil is a lie. So whenever things like this happen, you have to go a different route. So I was trying to see if I could turn this so it would go horizontally to see if it would be better, but it is still, it's not going to work that way. So I'm going to have to report that because I have got to be able to get on my desktop, but we're gonna work it. We're gonna work it this evening. But so once again, welcome to the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where I am the host. I'm also a retired school teacher, and author, and educational consultant. I am also a jury consultant and a certified cake instructor. So I bring to you a wealth of knowledge and experience to our conversation. And in each episode, we kind of dive into topics that kind of enrich our lives, from educational to personal development, and also with health and wellness. We also stick a little bit of jewelry workshop in there and living and lifestyle and all of those things. And I kind of do these things by providing, workshops and speakers to come in. We're going to have a speaker since we're doing faith this month. We are going to have a speaker come in. I believe it's the end of the month. Dr. Fenison. She's a pastor. She also has her own ministry, so she's going to come in and talk to us a little bit about faith. But this is the first of a series on faith, so I want you to join me as we explore the inspiring stories and expert insights and practical advice to help you have a blessed and fulfilling life. So I want to say thank you again for tuning in to Sweet Blessings, where every conversation is a treasure. So we are going to take a brief commercial and then we're going to kind of come back and I'm going to be reading or looking at my notes. I do have a PowerPoint, but you will not be able to see it, unfortunately, because um, I am not able to get on my desktop and I cannot pull it up, but I can, give you the presentation for it. So we're going to take that commercial and then we'll be right back. Hold on. Here we go.
Oh my goodness, the mailman came. I hope my sweet little thing cookie's in here. I just hope it's in here. Let me see. Let me open this up. That's it. That's it. Sweet little thing cookie. That sweet little thing cookie. Oh, I'ma have me a ball now. Let me just get this right here. Little thing cookie. That sweet little thing cookie. Oh yeah. I finally got my cookies. This sweet little thing cookies. Oh yeah. I'ma have fun. This package kinda big though. Man, it got a lot of cookies. Oh yeah, this the best thing ever. I'm trying to tell you, I got my cookies, and I'm gonna eat these cookies, and ain't nobody gonna stop me. Wait, what?
Marie, what you doing, man? You can't have those cookies right now. I'm sorry, we about to eat dinner. Once we finish dinner, then you can have those cookies. Go ahead, put them up. Go ahead, put them up.
Are you serious, bruh? I got sweet Lestain cookies, and now I gotta wait for dinner? Fine, can I at least look at the cookies? Thank you. Oh my goodness, I have waited all this time now. I gotta do all this. Fine. Oh yeah. I got my hands on some sweet Lestain cookies. But I can't eat them right now because bruh talking about I gotta wait to dinner. Okay, I'ma do that. But once I finish that, it's gonna be on, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bruh talking about cooking some food. All this is a can of salmon and some frozen biscuit. Bruh cannot cook. I know he don't think I'ma eat this. Ain't no way. Bruh.
All right, we are back and welcome. I'm Anna. I'm the host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. And so tonight we are starting a new series on faith. Okay, faith forward, walking in purpose. That's where we're going to be looking at this evening. So when you think about faith, you want to think about the foundations. What is the foundation of faith? So when I think about faith, the foundation, I always think about Hebrews 11 verse 1, which says, I'm looking at my notes, y'all. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the convictions of things not seen. So, it's faith is what we hope for, but we really can't see it. Okay. So this means that faith is the inner assurance that what we hope for in God is real, even if it hasn't been revealed or fulfilled. We believe that. Okay. We believe we believe it. So what are some of the I would say key characteristics of faith? And this is going to be short this evening because we're going to get into the next week. We're going to talk a bit about how faith helps us during trials and tribulations. Okay. But right now, what we're really basically trying to do is to establish what faith is and also what the characteristics of faith. So one of the characteristics is trust. So trust is, how can I put it? Believing in the word that what God says is true. We trust that. Am I correct? So we believe in what God says is true, and we believe he keeps his promises. We believe both of those things. I mean, if you believe in the Bible and if you're spiritual, and I don't really think it's just always the Bible, because other religions have other beliefs like Buddha. So, but we all basically have the same beliefs that there is someone that we believe in. And so believing in God's word, we believe that his word is true and that he's going to keep it. Trust, that's number one. The second characteristic of faith is hope. Hope. Hope is holding on to God's future, even in dark and uncertain times. Hope. The third thing is obedience. Acting on what we believe when it's hard or unclear. How many times have you done that? I've done that a lot of times. You act on what you believe, even though it's hard and it's unclear. And then the fourth characteristic is a spiritual vision. It says, seeing life through God's perspective, not just your own. And I truly believe that's why people have religious studies or they do Bible studies and things like that, because what they're trying to do is they want to see life through God's perspective, not just their own. So it means that you're looking at God's perspective and you have your own perspectives. And I think that kind of gels together. The last characteristic, so there are 5 characteristics. The last characteristic is what it is: relationship. Faith is not just belief in something, it's belief in someone. So you're not believing in something, you are believing in someone. So we're going to take a commercial and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more about faith in our daily lives.
Here's why you need to tune in right now. With CTR Media Network, you can transform your knowledge into a fully produced TV show. Imagine your content streaming on platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV, reaching over 350 million households in 140 countries. We take care of everything, from managing your ready-to-go content to global distribution. And it's not just any content, it's edutainment. A perfect blend of education and entertainment that keeps viewers coming back for more. You'll join a vibrant community of thought leaders, podcasters and educators, all sharing a passion for impactful content and global reach. Plus, with our app available on Google Play and the App Store, your show will be accessible to millions more, ready to shine on the global stage. Let's get you started. Schedule a 15-minute call with us today and turn your idea into a TV sensation. Reply to this video by saying, "I want to learn more." Don't wait, your audience is out there waiting.
Welcome back. I'm Anna. I'm the host of Sweet Blessings to Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. And this evening, we are talking about faith. What is faith? What is the foundation of faith? And so, as we broke for a commercial, we talked about the 5 characteristics of faith, which was trust, hope, obedience, spiritual vision, as well as relationship. So, we want to go into how do we put faith into our daily lives? Well, the first thing that I can think about is prayer. We pray even when you're not sure how God will answer, because we don't know how He's going to answer our prayers. And sometimes you hear people say, He doesn't answer your prayer when you pray, but He's always on time. I know you've heard that. Okay. So you just don't always get what you want when you ask for it, but He seems to always come through when you really, really need Him. So prayer is one way that you can enter uh, faith into your daily life. And then the next way is choosing. And it took me a long time to do this one. Choosing peace over panic during uncertainties or during a crisis. You want to choose peace over chaos. And it takes a while to get to that level, because I think that comes with maturity. And if you have it now, you're blessed. You're blessed. So choosing. So I choose peace. Before, I would get all riled up. But now I choose peace. I don't want to be bothered with all that. I don't, no, I don't want it. Okay? I want peace of mind. So I choose. You have the choice of choosing peace over panic when it comes to uncertainties. And sometimes when you just lay back and have that peace, it works. It works its way out, works itself out. Now, the next thing is giving. Giving generously, trusting in the Lord to provide. Now, that's another hard one. But I swear to God, I don't care anymore. And it just seems like He does provide. When I least expect it, He gives me a blessing. Isn't that something? It's really something how that works. So give generously. Give generously. I talked about that giving. I've talked about giving before, because and it even says in the Bible that when you give, you receive. And it's not always about money. It's about time. It's about interest. It's about helping. It's about just doing acts of kindness. That's giving. And it doesn't have to be a large amount. It doesn't. You just don't know how well sometimes you can touch someone just by giving. You can just give them a smile. Haven't you ever seen somebody looking all crazy? You smile at them, they smile back. They might even say, "Hey, how you doing?" Seriously. Seriously. And then the last thing how you can put faith in your daily life is through following. You want to follow God's directions, even when it's risky. Mhm. Even when it's risky. We're going to talk a little bit about that risky a little bit later. But putting faith in your daily life, you're going to pray, you're going to choose, you're going to give, and you're going to follow. Those are the things. That's how you can put faith in your daily life. So sometimes you might ask yourself, "Ooh, wait, why is faith essential? Why is it essential?" I'm gonna tell you. I got to read. I might have to find my notes for that one. So it says that. Let me tell you why faith is essential. I got my PowerPoint up here, but I truly want to read this because it's from my notes. Why is faith essential? Because faith really and truly is the foundation of your belief in God. It is the relationship that you have as a believer with God. Without faith, it is impossible to trust, to follow, or even truly know Him. I want to tell you why faith is not just important, it's essential to spiritual life and purpose. Here's why faith is not just important, it's essential to spiritual life and purpose. Now, how? I'm going to tell you. I think we'll take a commercial and then we'll come back. Oh, I think we will. Let's take that commercial and then we just come on back and finish that up.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.
Hello, I'm Anna. I am the host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna and Brothers Show and Podcast. And this evening, we are talking about faith. And as we broke for commercial, we were talking about what are the essential, why is faith essential? So I'm getting ready to tell you. Faith connects us to God. It really does. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. That's Hebrews 11, verse 6. Yes, I'm going to give you all a few verses this evening. Hebrews, verse 6. Faith is how we believe in God's existence, accept His love, and receive His grace. It's our direct connection to Him. It's like a spiritual lifeline, y'all. Seriously, a spiritual lifeline. 2, faith sustains us in trials. And that's basically what we're going to talk about next week. How does faith sustain us in trials? Because we all have trials. But you'll hear people say, it is my faith that got me through. What does that mean? So we're going to talk about that a little bit next week. But faith sustains us in trials. Faith gives us strength in suffering and peace in uncertainties. It allows us to say, I don't know how, but I believe God will. And I know you heard this. I don't know how it's going to do, but I'm going to put it in the hands of the Lord. I'll put it in the hands of the Lord. I know you heard these things. So when the storm comes, y'all, guess what? Faith anchors us. That's what faith does when it sustains us in trials. When the storm comes, faith anchors us. So that's why you hear people say, I made it through. It was my faith that brought me through. So no matter if you say faith or my belief or however something brought you through, faith helps us grow. Faith leads to spiritual maturity. It pushes us to step out of comfort zone, developing new habits, and rely on God's voice more than the world's voice. You got to get out that world's voice. You got to go back to God. I got my presentation here, y'all. I'm not even looking at that. I'm looking at my notes now. Okay, I'm so far. Let me see, where am I on here? Let's see. Okay. I always make these beautiful PowerPoints and then I can't use them. Well, I don't know how to put them on my phone. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it on my phone. It's even I could go live on my phone, but I couldn't go live on my desktop. Isn't that crazy? But anyway, we're gonna keep on going. Faith helps us grow. Faith leads us to spiritual maturity. It pushes us to step out of our comfort zone. We develop new habits and rely on God's voice more than the world's noise, which is true. And I think that comes with with age as well. Now, hold on, I'm not quite finished. Faith, let me go back with faith helps us grow. So I just want to say on that, because I said I was going to say just a teeny weeny bit more about risk. Did you all know that growth requires risk? You grow when you take those risks. And guess what? What does risk require? Risk requires faith. Those people out there that start those new jobs or they start a new business, entrepreneurs, all of those people, they take risks. So growth is risk. And risk requires faith. Number 4, faith activates God's promises. Jesus often said, according to your faith, be it unto you. That's Matthew 9:29. Faith unlocks the power of prayer, healing, provisions, and breakthrough. It is not magic. It's a movement in alignment with God's will. And number 5, last but not least, faith transforms our lifestyle. When we live by faith, our choices are driven by truth, not trend. Our peace comes from God, not circumstances. Our confidence is based on purpose, not performance. So faith isn't just a belief, it's a lens, a posture, and a way of living. So that's why you see me going to Bible study, going to church. It's a way of life. I get my spirituality that way. I go to church to get a lesson. Bible study, I'm studying the Bible. And it's so strange because how people interpret the Bible. I guess that's what really makes us different because people read the Bible and they interpret it how they want it to be instead of exactly what they're trying to say in the Bible. And I've always believed, like the Bible, the Quran, Buddha, all of those different types of religions, those things is what I call lessons. They're written to teach us something. But if we don't understand the interpretation of it, then how can it teach us anything? And then we have those people who read the Bible, and the Bible, they think that whatever they read in the Bible is verbatim. It's the truth. And like I said, I believe the Bible is there for a lesson. So we have those people as well. But we're going to take a brief commercial. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to go over this faith reflection guide. And if you're interested in it, I will let you know how you can get it because I didn't go over any of my information. So I will let you know about those things at the end of my commercial. Hey. Well, we are back. I don't know what happened here. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I think, hold on, y'all. Oops. Well, Look, I'm on my on the desktop. It decided to work, which is great because now I can show you. Uh, I will be able to show you the printout. I am so sorry. You know, it seems that we always seem to have a little. Sometimes I just have a little. Uh, oh my God. Okay, here we go. I don't even see all the slides here. Oh Lord. All right, we're just gonna go ahead on. I don't know what is going on here. Seriously. But we're just gonna go ahead and let me see if I can pull this back up. We can look at it this way, I do believe. And this is where I am. All right, so this is the PowerPoint presentation for the sheet that I wanted to go over with you all. It is, and if you're interested in this sheet, let me put. Oh, sorry. If you're interested in this sheet here, I will let you know how you can get it after I go over it. So it says here, I don't know if you can see it. It's just a faith reflection guide. I couldn't pull it up on the for some odd reason the thing didn't want to work. But anyway, like I said, this always something. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, which is how I started off the presentation. And then it gives you some reflection questions that you can go over. What does faith mean to you personally? When was a time you had to trust God even when you didn't have all the answers? So this is what's on here. I'm just going to go ahead on. Let me remove this and just go over the questions with you. And then the next one is, are there areas of your life that you're still trying to control instead of surrendering? And then it's, what are some ways you can strengthen your faith this week? What are some ways that you can strengthen your faith this week? And then it has a prayer prompt. It says, Lord, strengthen my faith where I'm weak. Help me trust you more, even when I can't see the full picture. Remind me that your plans are greater than my fears. Teach me to build my life on your word and walk daily in confidence through you. Amen. So then you want to spend 10 minutes each morning in prayer or scripture reading. And then it gives you a little space down there to choose your scriptures to focus for the week. Now, if you have problems with that, if you go to church, the pastor always, or in the bulletin, there's always some scriptures there for you to participate in. I do scriptures every day. I have what I call, well, this is the big book. I have a little one like this as well. You know, you can see that I utilize it very much. And this one is for April, May, and June. It's very much similar to like the daily word. And I use this constantly. I am really very much into prayer and Christianity. And so if you're interested in getting any the handout that I have, you may contact me at info@annaslifestylesllc.com. And all you got to do is say Faith Reflection Guide and send me your information, your email, or if you're going to email me there, I can email you back, and that I will be able to email this this guide to you. So it's be all you got to do is just fill it out or whatever. But I'm always and then you can always go to my website. This is my website, y'all. And on my website, you'll see everything that I do. I do quite a bit, but you're on my website, you'll see all those lovely things that I do. I do jewelry. I do cake decorating. I'll be offering some classes really, really quite soon. And I do my podcast thing. And I have a travel agency um, that I plan trips to. I've been working on this for quite some time, and so if you're interested, go and check it out. And then I'm always looking for people who would want to advertise on my program or be a guest or even sponsor an episode. So you can reach me at ctrmedia.com. Sweet blessings. Or you can also reach me at that email that I gave you previously, info@Anna's Lifestyle LLC.com. And I always want to tell people that I do go live. I go live on Instagram on Thursdays. And then this is where I do my jewelry. Normally I tell you this at the beginning, but since I had a hard time getting on today with the thing, I'm telling you now. So, and I also go live on Facebook. Let me find my Facebook here. Yeah. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, and once a month, I give a customer appreciation day and I go live there. If you're on Facebook, you can always support me with stars. What it does with the stars, it helps me get more content. As you can see, I'm kind of fuzzy today, so I need a little more light. But it just helps in that respect. If you're interested in my jewelry, then it's the jazzyjewelscollection.com. I'm always asking people to support me, and I really would like for you to support me on all of my platforms. Okay, my Facebook, my Instagram, my YouTube, my TikTok, all of my social media platforms. I would love for you to. Also, you saw my wigs, so I do. Soul Lady Wigs is one of my affiliates. So when you see me wearing a wig, you know it's a Soul Lady wig. Okay, I'm gonna have to put one on so I can do a little TikTok with it because I love their wigs. I really do. So I think that's all the housekeeping or anything else that I need to do this evening. I think. So I just want to thank you all for joining me, and you always hang tough with me when I have those trials and tribulations, and that's what we're going to talk about next week is those trials and tribulations. I also want to let you know that we do have some upcoming events, y'all. I just told you about the Pastor Dr. Marilyn Fenderson. She is going to be my guest speaker on June 25th. at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And she has her ministry. She's an author. She's a speaker. She's a radio TV personality. She is a podcaster, a Christian marriage and self-publisher. She's full of knowledge, and please come and listen. She is located in the Illinois area, and I'm very pleased and happy to have her come on and speak to you on the 25th of May. But also we having well, it says financial legacy. That book will be coming out shortly. I'm still working on that series. We just completed that series, so it says next episode, and then the next thing is a summit. So if you're in the Columbia, South Carolina area, there is going to be a summit. It is October 11th. It is from 11 to 6 p.m. And we're having Dr. Michael Finley, Dr. Nikki Ziegler, and Lee Williams, and Dr. Marilyn Hancock. Each one of these people are very much specialists in their field, and they're coming out, and we're going to have a one-day really summit, just what it says, Media and Wealth Summit. Two of these people are very well known in the media sector, as well as two of them are known in the wealth sector. So if you feel like you have it, or you don't even have to live there, you can just go to the thing if you're really, really interested in that. So I want to, like I said, I want to thank you again for attending my podcast. And as we close out, there's a few things that I need to share with you. One of those is thank you for attending Sweet Blessings. I always enjoy you. The other is I always end my show with my 3 L's. So I want you to live your life as much as you can. Do those things that make you happy. The next thing is you want to laugh. So make sure you laugh. Put some laughter into your life. And then the third thing is you want to love. Self-love is very important. So make sure that I have a few comments here, so I want to make sure that I put them on before we go out. So we have Dr. Tina Ramsey. She's giving me quite a few. It's hashtag live. Also, she's gave me some hearts, and also congratulations. So I know that you all are wondering what she's telling me congratulations for, but I will tell you this before I go off, that I took a class, a business class, to better myself. You know, when I'm on this show, I don't want you to think that I'm trying to better myself as well. So I'm passing the knowledge on that I have learned, and that has helped me. I'm trying to pass it on to others, because if it helped me, it's going to help you too. And so I took this class, and I graduated this evening before I came on here. And that could have been why I was a little frazzled and couldn't get on. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I was truly honored, and I'm humbled. Really, I'm humbled. And so, with that being said, I am going to leave you this evening with a few recognitions and a few sponsors that I have. And thank you again very, very much for all of your support and everything. I'm so appreciative. You know what? I forgot I got to tell you all this. I got to tell you this before I leave. I have just, I finished the school, but I've also been selected to be part of the YouTube podcast panel. So that's an honor. It's a small win. I'm telling you, things it just seems like it's just happening, and I'm so elated. So pass it on. Good evening, and have a blessed. I'll see you next week, and we're going to be talking about faith with our trials and tribulations. Okay.